Welcome.
And Kellie are remembering Michelle, the late great Michelle Thomas. And I thought there were some very interesting things that they say in this video. So let's check it out. Shout out again to Cherie. She's doing her thing with her podcast. Go check her out. I'm not saying I agree with everything she says. You know what I'm saying? I got my Christian views, but she's doing her thing. So go check her out.
Actually reached out to me, and it really broke my heart because some woman decided she was going to put this video out talking about how me and Michelle had beef, and I was jealous of Michelle.
Yes, it was the same thing with me too. I called her mother and I was like, look, I don't know what that is. I loved your daughter and I love you.
We're mad at each other.
But you know how things can be miscommunicated.
This is some chick who don't know us, who decided she was going to make a YouTube. So, you know, my approach was totally different than yours. I went on her page and was like, you ain't even know Michelle, and I bust you in to come see me because you's a lie. That was.
Wait a minute. Cherie said you could come get this work. You could come get this smoke. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm loving
my
it.
approach. And Michelle's mom, I was mad.
Right.
And Michelle's mom hit me a couple weeks later. We were mad and jealous of Michelle or something. I don't exactly know what the video said, but I know that people were inboxing me about this video on YouTube.
Yeah, so that's what the interesting thing is. And I myself don't believe any of it because you can tell a person's character. You can look at Kellie and you can look at Cherie, even from when they were younger. You can tell they are high. I've said this, which I was relieved to see, but you can tell they're high quality people. They are high quality people. I'm sorry, to some degree with, you know, that although I don't think Kellie understand. I'm gonna show you another video. I don't think she understand her level of influence and beauty, but you know, I just don't believe that. And the other reason why I would say I don't believe it is because Michelle, let's remember again, Michelle was 8 years older than them. You know what I'm saying? Like she's 8, so she in a sense was their elder. She was not elderly, right? But she was their elder. When she came onto the show, they're 16, she's 24. In my mind, if I see something like that in places you don't need to go to, you know, stuff like that, you trying to roll with them. You trying to run with them. You
can read the old inbox.
If anybody watching the show, we don't do that. If Cherie, I'm mad at Cherie, I'm gonna say, look, Slim, this what you did to me, and we're gonna fight it out, and then it's gonna be over with.
And I wouldn't even fight her. I would apologize because I love Kellie.
Look at the maturity. I love Kellie's mindset. Like, look, I love that she's a problem solver and not let issues but let issues kind of fly around. She said, let's talk about it, squash it, and keep moving. I love that mentality. And I love on the other side what Cherie said, you know, where she says, and I wouldn't even fight her. Why? Because I love her. That's so what these two just said right there is so powerful, and it is an indication of the high character that they exude and exemplify from the point that we met them. Controversial here. What I will say, and let me say this: this is not Cherie. This is my opinion. What I will say is, I think Family Matters did Cherie all the way wrong because yes, Michelle came in and she was whatever she was, the Steve Urkel, but she comes in and she gets her name in the opening credits, I think like maybe a season or so after. And there's nothing wrong with that. But then you go and look at Cherie and you're like, wow, Family Matters reunion, she wasn't there. And I'm just like, this is not adding up. Like, why, how can somebody where the character was developed, where the character had, let's just jump into it right now. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about.
Conceited and inconsiderate. He cheated on me with an older woman.
Isn't it the worst when it's the older woman, when it's the older one, huh? When they go with the elderly, okay? But again, we're just looking at, you know, Cherie doing her thing as Maxine.
I caught him at the movies with the 9th grader. So I divorced him.
Yeah.
Mark, I give you an F-.
Steve Urkel dance. All you have to do is hit up your pants, bend your knees and stick out your pelvis. I'm telling you, baby, it's better than anything.
Okay, but look here. I want to just show you, Cherie is a part of the Urkel dance now for what it was then. But it is cringy now. Like, I can't even lie. This Urkel, I usually fast forward this, not unless I have to do it for a certain reason, because it is so cringy. The dancing, the rapping, the snorting and the rapping is super cringy. But what we're looking at is like, Cherie was a part of this. Maxine's right there with Laura and Steve doing this ridiculous dance. It's ridiculous, but you got to do what you got to do. Get that.
What you gonna do, Willie? I'm gonna get Urkel.
Man, now look, this is even, look at this. This is before Waldo was a major character. So they're both there at the same time. Cherie, Lorenz Tate would have stayed on Family Matters and they would have hooked Laura up with Lorenz Tate. Oh my gosh. I'm just saying that would have been a way more beautiful couple than even her and Stefan. I'm just saying that Lorenz Tate to this very day. You know what I'm saying? God being good to him. You know what I'm saying? Poor kids. These poor kids. Oh my.
It's Daniel Wallace. What? How can you go out with him? You know how he treated me. Max, Daniel admitted he made some mistakes, but he's learned from them. And he really likes me, Max. But you're just jealous. I'm not. I'm your best friend. Well, then act like it and be happy for me. Daniel Wallace is a creep, Laura, and he's gonna break your heart. He broke your heart. Daniel and I are doing just fine.
That's a bar right there, though. No, he broke your heart. But me over here, what we doing? We good. We good. That's a bar from Laura right there. And then she gonna walk. Gosh.
Oh, hi, Maxine.
Hello, Mr. Winslow.
Maxine? Are you okay?
Not really.
You getting the feeling that this is a guest star. Guest starring. Okay.
Laura and I just had a fight.
Oh. About what?
Daniel Wallace.
You like him too.
That creepy jerk?
Maybe you don't.
Yeah.
Major scoop.
Major scoop.
Roger wrecked his car?
No. Waldo likes you.
Waldo?
Yeah. Waldo Faldo.
Right.
Yeah.
Waldo Geraldo Faldo?
Let me get the middle name in there. Let me get it in there.
Yeah. Listen,
Laura said, yeah to all the names. Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
you ever consider going out with him?
I don't know. Maybe. Where was I?
Waldo was driving down your street, honking his horn and screaming your name.
So all of a sudden, Maxine runs out of a house. She jumps into my...
So again, do you see that this storyline and this block, at least of the episode, is about her and Waldo? But she's a guest star? Now, I'm not saying that guest stars can't have storylines about them, but consistently? Okay.
He's really sweet and I like him a lot.
Mm.
Do you think that's crazy?
No, that's not crazy. That's terrific.
Eddie, Maxine is the first girl I've ever dated who doesn't make fun of me when I mess up.
Mm.
I kind of think she likes me and I'm crazy about her.
Hi. You want to buy a ticket? We're trying to get a uniform.
Sweetheart, I tell you what, I'm gonna buy a whole book of those tickets.
Thanks.
But I'll buy 2 books if you'll go out with me.
Oh, no. Here's Waldo. That boy popping out the trash. It remind me of, what was the thing on Sesame Street? I think it was the thing that to be popping out. Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm her steady, Freddie.
Oh, yeah?
I'm a
Says
steady.
who?
Don't make me get out of this trash.
Don't make me pull out my belt.
You better go. He's very jealous.
She's also crazy.
Oh no. You won't call me crazy. I'm gonna show you crazy. I'm gonna show you crazy.
You heard me. It's over.
No, Max. You gotta give me another chance. Please.
Now you may say, well, by this point, because I think this is season 4, Waldo is a main star. You know, and you can look at it and say, oh, well, you know, they're dating. And so that's why but I'm like, no, I already showed you that she already has storylines before they even put these two together. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just like, are you getting guest star vibes? Because I am not.
Why do you act so crazy?
I don't know.
Come on, Waldo. Did you act like this with your other girlfriends?
Truth is, I haven't had a whole lot of girlfriends. I mean, there's been girls I like, but you're the first one that ever liked me back.
Oh, Waldo.
I don't want to lose you, Max.
I don't want to lose you either. But you have to trust me. And you have to believe me when I tell you I'm only interested in you.
And this is what I love. I love this so much. I forgot about this little sweet moment that they share. But you know what's so I don't want to say awesome, but interesting about this is Maxine and Laura have the same taste in guys until it's their one true guy type of taste until it's their one. Meaning, Laura was not feeling, as you know, Laura went out with Waldo. It did not work. It was not good. They're not feeling each other. There's no attraction whatsoever on either side, you know. And with Maxine didn't really care for Laura being with Steve, right? If we know the whole story. But the other guys in between, they're almost on the same page. But they're one and onlys, you know, they're one and real true loves. Is their opposites.
It's not easy.
Why not?
Because I honestly don't know why you like me.
Because you're a kind soul with a good heart.
I am?
Yeah.
What else?
What else?
You make me laugh.
I do? Thanks, Max.
We spent the whole afternoon together, and tonight he is taking me to the Sizzle Club. Oh, girl, I love it. Who is it? It's Curtis.
So as we know, Laura dated Curtis and had to break it off because Stefan and Maxine and Waldo, they don't break up, but he moves away to go to, I think, cooking school. And so they're no longer together. So she's trying to find a new love. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh, duck.
What?
Laura's so mad. She can't be mad. She got Stefan. Oh gosh. That was a dunk with a cake right there. Okay. I think the rim jiggled. I think it did, Laura. That was a dunk right there. That's a dunk on the whole family. Laura, like, I got you though, girl. I got you.
Man.
Again, I'm just asking the question. Does it seem like a guest star? Like, do you see how this is ridiculous at this point?
You broke up with Curtis. He's not your man anymore. Now, he's my man.
Oh, gosh. Oh, strike a pose. Everybody in the picture strike a pose. Oh, my gosh.
Seeing you is to get closer to me.
Ooh, I'll tell you, Laura be having them lines. Only reason why he would choose to get with me. Mic drop.
He wasn't acting like he was on the rebound while he was kissing me.
Oh. Uh-oh. Mic drop. Okay. They playing with fire.
Surprise!
So once again, what are we seeing? If y'all know this episode, there's two storylines. I think the other one's quite boring. It's like Steve and Carl get stuck on some train. It's boring. But on this side of it, this storyline's about her. It's about Maxine and this dude here. And again, you just keep asking the question like, guest star?
Fine do flock together.
The fine flock together.
Come in, have a seat.
The fine flock together. I wonder how Maxine feels about her boyfriend telling Laura to her face basically that she's fine. I just thought about that. Anyway. They mature like that. It's okay.
Hey, girl, what you doing way over there? This ain't church.
Max tells me you own your own business.
Yeah.
Can you
What
elaborate?
kind of business is it?
Yeah.
You know, it's import-export. I'm a big trader in the global economy.
Oh, what do you trade?
Electronics and yams. I'm kidding about the yams.
It's so funny.
Excuse me, ladies.
Here, just want to look at this, guest starring Cherie Johnson as Maxine. And so it's funny because she was in it the duration outside of season 1. She was in it the duration of the show. We saw, some of the storylines that were centered around her. I will say this too, being real with it. Season 9, I feel like was Cherie's best season. I don't know if they just, because it's another network and they just like, hey girl, you go do your thing. Cause to me, she shined throughout the whole thing, but she really shined in season 9. Where her character, I feel like, matured. And here's the other thing that really bothers me about this. You know, you're really talking about somebody's legacy. You know what I'm saying? And you know, yes, I know legacy is not just based on what you did, but it's who you are. Like you look at LeBron James, for example, you know, no, his legacy will not just be on, you know, him being a great basketball player, but the type of man he was, the type of father he was, the type of husband he was. That's a part of your legacy, but so are these other things, right? We look at it, you know, on the side of Jesus. It's not trying to get, you know, biblical, but seriously with Jesus, right? We know Jesus was the Son of God. He died on the cross for our sins. But you know what's also connected to Jesus's legacy is he was a carpenter. That's a part of Jesus's legacy, you know? So these things matter. And when you go and you shortchange somebody's legacy, you are now messing with generations. And I got a video coming up on Mr. Jaleel too. Okay. I'm gonna save that. But you are now messing with generations of these things. You know what I'm saying? Because these things get passed down. You know, you see it all the time. You're seeing it. Great example. You're seeing it with LeBron James. Now we got Bronny. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James Jr. at USC. You know, these things matter. And when you shortchange people on these things, when it comes to what they did, the hard work that they put in, what they helped build, and when you shortchange people on that, man, you're messing with generations. That's a lot of the problems I have with it. You know, Cherie, and I love Cherie's attitude about it. She's just like, hey, it is what it is. You know, I understand it. I was not, you know, a family member, you know, and so she's real cool about it. What I'm saying has nothing to do. This is not Cherie Johnson, did not say any of this. Like I said, go look at her podcast. You will see she has said none of this. This is me wanting to kind of point this out because I thought it was interesting, you know, that people would say that, you know, that she's jealous. And really, Cherie has no reason, like I said, to be jealous because she's ingrained in this show.
We're going to change the subject.
Good.
Kellie, your skin is beautiful.
It is.
Your skin is absolutely, positively gorgeous. How do you keep your skin so gorgeous?
Makeup.
I've seen her without makeup on.
And you know, it's such a mess.
No,
that's another thing. Cherie just don't even try, honey. She get her little stuff on. She put a little lip gloss on. She cute.
I put lip gloss.
Bring out that whole team for your girl.
That is not true. So Kellie,
wait a minute. Kellie said they had to bring out the whole team for your girl. But see, this is what I love this because Kellie does not realize, and I hope she does, that like how hot she was, but /is. But I think what's interesting that she doesn't realize is that's what they were making her to be. Every teenage boy's dream girl. And that's what they were aiming for. Versus Cherie, that's not what they were doing with her. What I was saying, Kellie got to recognize, you know, I think she got to recognize her beauty. I hope Cherie recognizes hers. I think Cherie does. I think Cherie, the fact that she walks around with no makeup, I think she knows her looks. But Kellie got to recognize her beauty, you know, and that she was absolutely gorgeous then and she's absolutely gorgeous now, you know, and that's what they were making her to be. But what I think the dope part of gave her those serious roles, you know, the gun role and things like that. So, you know, you got to recognize that she has a natural God-given beauty. Okay. She has a natural God-given beauty that she needs to recognize and give thanks to the Lord for. But let's check out this clip with Cara Brunette to end it out.
Is it true to get on television all you need is a pretty face?
Is it true to get on television all you need is a pretty face? Yeah.
Look.
Driving you crazy, honey?
God love people. May God bless you. May God keep you.